This is your WW3 news of a Friday evening after work. Now, after that horrible attempted murder in Belfast on that disabled man, they say he's autistical and has learning problems, non-provoked vicious attack trying to behead him, this Sudanese chap. Obviously, we're going to hear a lot more about this bloke, like the other one who killed Henry Novak. The nitty-gritty stuff. That's where the journalists start digging inside deep. And you know, the riots in Belfast, no, they've never seen things like this until the time of the IRA, the civil war between Protestants and Catholics. And we've seen in these, so call it social unrest, not riots, which the mainstream and the establishment are trying to peddle this narrative, saying it's all blame of the far right, Elon Musk and Tommy Robinson. They got nothing to do with it. They didn't incite these people to riot. It's only the politicians to blame, because they let in these characters in the thousands. And obviously the locals have had sick and death of these people not adapting to how the community lives, these people. And obviously this straw broke the camel's back in the end. And obviously these people have been raiding immigrants' houses, hostels where these immigrants have, and even their businesses. And we have seen photos on social network, immigrants fleeing for their lives, running like hell on the run, mate. And obviously there's been graffiti of certain types. All Muslims go, and there's that target sign. Where we have seen things like this, time of the IRA, and they usually vindicate in some way their actions. It's no more the Catholics and Protestants are fighting against each other. They're united together to defend their patch. And obviously those people dressed in paramilitary military gear, which, if you have lived out through the 70s and 80s and watching, which was going in Belfast and Ulster, the riots, clashing with the police, and the bombs, and the killings. And we have a group of militant people. Could be the return of the IRA, but they are certainly acting if they were. But this time around, it won't be killing British soldiers or supergrasses off one side or the other. They're out to clean their country, or these illegals. Seeing politicians are not doing nothing, and even the establishment could be possible targets. Who knows? Let's not exclude, because it's probably the establishment what they want. They want rights, far right, more restrictions on the social media thing side and stuff like that. That's what they're doing. What was it, a few days ago, already presenting a new bill regarding these things. And you know how the Irish reacted to defend this member of the community of Belfast. It's absolutely astonishing, amazing. They didn't turn a blind eye. That bloke with the Hurley just went straight in and told that bloke, stop the fucking you're doing, otherwise you get this back, which he probably did, judging by the photos. And there's even other photos of other people joining in, beating the crap out of this character. and probably had a few bruises and bangs here and there, a bit stalked it as well, you know, shit being out of him. And that's why they done an artist sketch of him like this for the public, and that photo, which seems like he was an angel. It's been like that Stockport killer. First they came out with the photos when he was young, blah 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 blah, innocent creature, and then in the end it was a fucking devil. And this is the same thing regarding this chap here. And now obviously how do you say, invoke he's got a mental illness. Don't they do this? Don't they? Don't know. I don't understand the laws. Don't understand language. It's not an excuse. They'll play on that. Another thing is, seeing in Northern Ireland there's only one big prison, and mind you, probably any prisoner, if they have half of the chance, the occasion, a bit of prison justice, they'll dish out for him. There's no doubt about that. So probably the coppers, for his safety, are probably watching him in on site 24 hours a day. And let's see how this case evolves. As for the poor victim, is called Stephen. That put him in coma due to his injuries, and who knows whether they come out of coma. And obviously, seeing he suffers from the disabilities and add on the brutal injuries, which was a victim of this rom. It will mark him for his life. It will destroy him mentally as well. He'll do his own problems, let alone someone creating things for him. And obviously, I forgot the name of that Irish MP for that constituency, Belfast, or was it for Ireland? It said this person has to be prosecuted, convicted and deported. First he has to pass a bit of time in prison. A taste of prison justice. What it done onto this poor bloke, they've had no provocation from the victim. I think they will do the same to him, a lot more worse. And obviously this Irish MP said stop to mass immigration. It's just only destroying the communities, only creates tension between them and the locals. Looks like Northern Ireland has been a dumping ground for third world problems, like many other countries of Europe. Diversity is strength. It's a failure, mate. Diversity, equality and inclusion, it's been an absolute failure. We've seen the results, Hernan Novak and this poor chap Stephen.